In this week's edition of The Scoop with Spoon, I met a local kid who's not letting anything get in the way of the big plans she has in life. Someone who walks the walk and is learning how to talk the talk.
Based on the map right here.
Sage Watson is a fourth grader at Bethune Elementary, a talented, smart, curious, sweet kid.
Like lend some things to people who need things that they can't afford or something.
She's just a really creative, bright young lady, lots of energy. Just has her own mind. She's amazing.
Not yet.
Okay.
Sage has so much to say and she wants to share it with others, but she has some difficulty doing so. Sage has a fluency impairment, commonly referred to as a stutter. Sage told me when she grows up, she wants to do one of three things: be a fashion designer,
all the treats, all the cookies,
a singer, or run the United States.
I want to be a president just like Joe Biden because he also stuttered when he was a child.
They know, they want to say, you really did stutter?
That's right, President Joe Biden, one of the most powerful people in the world, was in Sage's shoes as a kid, struggling to control his stutter. He spoke about that at a town hall meeting in New Hampshire when he was running for president.
Stuttering, when you think about it, is the only handicap that people still laugh about, that still humiliate people about, and they don't even mean to. When I was a kid, I talk like that, and some of you smile.
President Biden says it's still something he has to manage even today, sharing how he marks up his speeches to avoid circumstances where he has to speak too quickly. Angela Pierre, a speech therapist, loves the president's honesty and willingness to share his struggles.
Students need to hear that, and when they see that you can be president of the United States and that your speech or anything else won't hinder you, I think it's an awesome, awesome message.
To be able to share that with Sage, like, hey, just because you have this now doesn't mean it's gonna affect your career or affect anything.
So Sage has a great role model and realizes she can overcome her struggles too, but not without putting in the work.
I feel happy when I get my bumpy moments over while I'm speaking, and I just feel like it will get better as I keep on going to speech therapy.
Pierre explains when you have a true stutter, it doesn't go away. You utilize coping methods on a daily basis, just like the president, still working at it at 79 years old.
You learn how to compensate. You learn how to gain fluent speech when you're having difficulties.
One strategy is cancellation, and cancellation is when I get stuck on a bumpy moment, and then I inhale and exhale, and then I start over and say the word very slowly.
Sage is an excellent student. I talked with her for about half an hour and could hardly tell she stutters. Sage's mom says there's difficult moments, difficult days, and there are some bullies out there.
Things that people cannot control, it's not their fault. No one has a right. No one has a right to mock it and make fun of it, no matter who they are.
But Sage doesn't seem to mind too much. Instead, she's turning other people's negative energy into her own positive energy.
When I get better at my stuttering and like words that I don't know, I could help other people.
She was so sweet. Thank you, Sage, for sharing your story, because I know that took a lot of courage. But it's so amazing when she looks at the President of the United States and says, I can get through this because he did, and look where he is now.
Yeah, and that hit home for me because I had a bit of a stuttering problem when I was a child.
And look, and you're an anchor.
It wasn't terrible, but you do have to think about words you're going to say.
Wow, so inspiring. You can do anything.
We'll be right back.